everybody, how's it going? It's William, and welcome back to Copper Jacket TV. Today we're going to be talking about how Mexico is suing manufacturers in the U.S., basically trying to bankrupt the Second Amendment. Let's get into it. Okay, so let's go and talk about what's going on here. So Mexico has filed a lawsuit, a $10 billion lawsuit against U.S. firearms manufacturers. Now, this lawsuit is also being joined by five other Latin American countries and cities. And so they are suing these manufacturers. Now, the interesting thing here is that this lawsuit, which again would bankrupt that industry, is also being supported by 12 states in the U.S. and the District of Columbia. So we have 12 states attorney generals which have written to the courts in support of Mexico's lawsuit. So it's essentially they're having another country do their dirty work for them to try and get some type of workaround. But again, it's a $10 billion lawsuit. So what is this lawsuit for? Well, basically Mexico claims that these manufacturers are creating and promoting their products to be trafficked. So they are promoting their products for the purpose of trafficking them to Mexico, where essentially they would not be legal. So that's what the lawsuit is all based off of. Now, I'll give you guys a second on this one if you want to go down to the comment section and just see if you can guess which states are the states that are supporting this. It may not take a lot for you to come up with at least a few, but I'm going to give you the names. I'm going to read off the names of the states that are supporting this. But go ahead and leave that comment. Let me know what states you think before we get into it. So the manufacturers themselves have obviously filed an appeal to try and have this case thrown out. They're saying basically it's a lawful commerce clause that protects them against stuff like this, and that obviously it's just a frivolous lawsuit is what they're claiming. Now, the states that wrote say that that appeal needs to be thrown out and the case needs to be heard. And the states that are supporting this are, if you're ready for it, you might not be surprised again, Massachusetts, California, Connecticut, Delaware, the District of Columbia, Hawaii, Illinois, Maryland, Michigan, Minnesota, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, and around everything out, Oregon. So you might be asking yourself right now, how is it possible for states to support another country essentially destroying an entire industry here in the U.S.? Well, again, I feel that this is just another attempt to do something they haven't been able to do here in the U.S. They're having another country do their business. They're having another country do their business so that they can circumvent, you know, it's kind of skirting the boundaries, but basically circumvent some U.S. laws by having another country do it. So if this other country files a lawsuit, certain laws, rules, and regulations might not apply. And so again, you have the same states that are always trying to push this sort of thing here in the U.S., essentially just now supporting somebody else doing it. So if you guys can do it and you can take care of it, we'll throw our full weight behind you and you guys can do it. But we basically have here another country trying to, you know, go after one of our fundamental constitutional rights just because they don't like it. In Mexico, they don't have that right. In a lot of other Latin American countries, they don't have that right. Hell, in most other countries, they don't have that right. We're kind of the last bastion of freedom when it comes to this stuff. And so people get upset. You know, people, they don't like that. Other governments don't like it, and they want to see us not have it either. You know, why are we allowed to have these freedoms? We shouldn't be allowed to have this type of responsibility, but our founders knew better. And so the only way that they can see to make any type of impact is to have another country do it. And so it's kind of ridiculous. Now, a lot of this is taking place kind of as we speak. As a matter of fact, yesterday is when one of the appeals was filed. So this is currently happening. As a matter of fact, I believe it was back in November when the lawsuit was actually filed. But it's moving fairly quickly, and I'd like to see what happens with this one. Hopefully, we can just shut it down and stop it before it goes anywhere, because to me, I truly believe this is just a frivolous lawsuit, another attempt at control, but via another country. So I want to let you guys know that was going on. I'll put a link to the article down below so you guys can read it for yourself and learn a little bit more about exactly what's going on. Thank you all very much for watching Copper Jacket TV. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so, and hit that little bell notification because they're still not sharing my videos. Thanks, guys, and have a great day.